Are you happy in your job? What about your relationship? A recent global Gallup poll concluded that 85% of people globally are unhappy in their jobs. And when we look at relationships, various research findings suggest that only 20 to 40% of people are happy in their relationship. So why do people stay in a relationship or a job that doesn't make them happy? Well, using rhythm as a metaphor, I wrote a book called Finding Your Rhythm to help you getting unstuck, create the life that you were meant to live. So why rhythm? Well, rhythm is everywhere. When we are still in our mother's womb, we hear the rhythm of our heart. Our own heart has a rhythm. Our brain waves have a certain rhythm. But also if you look externally, everything has a rhythm. The way people walk, the waves when you're at the beach, and obviously the rhythm in music. A few months ago, I attended a full moon drum circle here in Bangkok. About 10, 15 people getting together with a room full of percussion instruments. And the evening starts with the facilitator just playing a certain very simple rhythm. And people are invited to pick up an instrument and play along with him. It was amazing what happened. Slowly, this big sound starts to develop. And in 90 minutes that we played, many things happened. There are actually 3 things that I took away from that session that I felt were very important. Takeaways that are applicable to our lives and our growth. And the 3 takeaways were contrast, predictability, and change. So let's talk about contrast. Music and rhythm is contrast. You hear a sound, you hear a silence. You hear a sound, you hear a silence. If there would be just sound, it wouldn't sound very nice. And if it's just silent, it's okay, but you can't really call that music. And it's the same in our lives. In our life, we are exposed to continuous contrast, light and dark, good times, bad times, sickness, health. And without these contrasts in life, it would be really boring. And it's good to realize that whenever you are in a bad time, the contrast of the good time will come. You actually need the bad time to even recognize and appreciate the good time. The bad times are not always comfortable, but many times we can learn a lot from these darker moments to fully embrace the good moments. The second topic is predictability. Can you clap along with me, please? It's pretty easy, right? But what is interesting is that humans are the only species that can actually do this, clap along. And the reason why we can do this is because we can predict the next clap based on the pattern that we're hearing. If I would be trying this with 20 chimpanzees, it would be a totally different story. Chimpanzees cannot predict the next clap. They listen and they will follow. And you can just imagine what that would sound like. So humans can predict the rhythm based on a pattern. And as humans, we also feel pretty comfortable with that predictability. And again, we also see that in our lives. The majority of the thoughts we have each day are actually exactly the same thoughts as we had the day before. And if we're not aware, we will live the same day over and over and over again. Very predictable and very comfortable. But it can also become a bit boring. And when I was at the drumming circle, the rhythm that we created, it felt amazing. But after 10 minutes, the same rhythm, it started to feel a bit humdrum. And that's where the third element, change, comes in. So when that rhythm was going on, there was one person who obviously was getting a bit bored with the rhythm. So she picks up this little bell and starts to create a rhythm which was a bit different from what the group was playing. And the interesting thing was that even though the sound of the bell was not very loud, others were hearing it and were starting to change what they were playing to follow the bell. And in a short time, the whole rhythm changed. And this happened many times during the 90 minutes that we played, changing the speed, the volume, the pattern. And that is when I realized that whenever you feel that your life is feeling very comfortable, but at the same time a bit boring, pick up the bell. Or listen for the bell that someone else is playing around you. Be open for change. At first, it feels uncomfortable, but that's a space where we grow and learn, and where we can feel really happy. So to summarize, rhythm is everywhere. In our bodies, in the outer world around us. And in order to live the life you want, you have to find your rhythm. One that brings you to your full potential, matches with your values, makes your utmost use of your talents, touches on your passions. If you would like to learn how to do that, stay tuned. Finding Your Rhythm will be available in January 2022. Thank you.